Hey everyone, it's me, Hallease, endeavoring to persevere as always. If you're new here, I make videos about my chaotic good life. So subscribe, follow social media, so on and so forth. Happy Monday, everyone. It's Monday motivation time. If you're new here, these are exclusive videos that are usually just available to Patreon producers only. So if you're interested in seeing me on a more regular schedule, patreon.com/Hallease. In these videos, I answer people's questions. I also go over themes and things that I'm working on with the production company and being a business owner, as well as a full-time creative, and also personally what I'm going through. So yeah, again, these are like weekly ways to check in with me because I'm not consistent on my YouTube, Instagram in general. So with this Monday motivation, I wanted to talk about the concept of feeling like you need a piece of gear or just a specific thing that you just feel like you need in order to be able to just start or get to the next level and do the thing. And I want to kind of say that that might not be the case. You probably don't need it, but there is a way to figure out if you do. Recently, for example, Tamron came out with a new lens, and it's gonna come, they announced it earlier this year, but it's gonna come out, I believe this month. And it is their 17 to 28 millimeter f2.8, and it will work with the Sony full frame camera, which for those of y'all who don't know, I shoot Sony a7 III is what you are looking at me on right now. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this lens because I already own Sony's 28 to 75 millimeter, and I love it. This lens is so great, and it's a bomb lens, y'all. It's a good lens. And so when they announced this newer lens, I was really excited. But I quickly paused. I paused internally, and I thought, okay, Hallease, why are you excited? Are you just excited because it's shiny? Or are you excited because it's actually going to enable you? Currently, what you're looking at me on right now is my 16 millimeter Pancake. There's nothing too amazing about it. It's just a basic 16 millimeter. When I'm vlogging, I have to use this so that way I can stay close enough to the camera to ensure that the audio on my Video Mic Pro Plus is picking me up pretty well. Because I like to run and gun when I'm doing these types of videos. I don't want to, set up a whole situation. Now, whenever I'm ready to shoot some kind of B-roll for a vlog though, I have to switch back to this. I'm excited about this lens because it's essentially combining the two for me. I'll be able to vlog very easily and then have a little bit of play in getting B-roll. So now with my vlogging setup, I'm a lot more streamlined. I have one lens, one camera, one mic. I'm good. So it feels very worth it. The other thing about this lens too is how often I'm going to use it, right? So that's something that I really try to really hone in on when I'm purchasing gear. So with this lens, I'll use this thing literally every time I vlog. Like literally every time I shoot anything for my YouTube channel, I'll probably be using that lens. And for me, that's really big. I'm not the type of person who wants to carry around a big DSLR and have a whole bunch of lenses because for me creatively, that feels very constricting. I feel very weighed down by my gear. I'm always trying to figure out the best way to compact all of my gear into one situation as much as I possibly can. Comparatively, last year I purchased the Ronin, the DJI Ronin. Which I believe it was around $1,200, $1,500, right? And don't get me wrong, I've actually used it for a lot of my client work, and it works really well. However, I don't use it that often. So what I really learned from the Ronin purchasing that, and also my drone, I also own a Mavic Pro, I don't fly my drone that often, right? It's something that I only use every now and then when the moment presents itself in a safe environment. So considering how much money I spent on it versus the use I'm getting out of it, it's debatable, I feel. And so that's something to think about when you're trying to consider what to purchase. Think about how often are you really going to use this? How much is this truly enabling you? Now, I understand that there are pieces of gear that literally open you up to new clients, going from a point and shoot to an a7 III, it's going to open you up to new clients, because it's such a drastic jump. But I would hesitate on certain pieces of gear that will they actually open you up to new clients, or are you just excited about them? You know? Finally, the other thing I'm really excited about for this lens is the price point. So comparatively, Sony has their equivalent to this lens, which is the 16 to 35 millimeter f2.8. That lens costs $2,100. It's very expensive, I would say. For where I'm at in my production company and my business, $2,100 is a lot of money to think about investing all into just a lens, especially one that, yeah, I'll get a lot of use out of it, but the thing that you're constantly balancing as a business owner is this the best use of $2,100? Not do I have the $2,100, but is this the best use of $2,100? So for me, when I think about $2,100, I immediately think, man, that could really go far in regards to making sure that all of my backups are good. You know, I'm not losing any client footage, you know, really upgrading my post-production process, maybe, you know, investing in a computer that can really handle 4K or really handle, you know, whatever type of new footage that I'm having to work with a lot. For example, for the show, Say It Loud, it's technically shot in 4K. When I think about $2,100, I think, man, you know, is that the best use of $2,100? I don't know. Whereas with the Tamron lens, it comes in right now at a smooth $900. And for me, there's like a precipice, if you will. And for me, that's like, yeah, $900, that is a good use. That's a great use of $900 for me and my business and where it's at right now. So these are the types of things that I have to think about when I see new gear, you know. And don't get me wrong, if y'all follow me on Instagram, then you know I'm a gearhead. I'm super into everything that's coming out. You know, I follow all of these companies on social media so I can know when things are happening and whatnot. But, you know, at the end of the day, I always make sure to ask myself these questions. Is this truly enabling me? And is this really the best use of funds to, again, propel my business forward or propel my endeavors forward, like on this YouTube channel? So I hope that helps. Again, it's like a little random, but I am really excited about this lens because it checks a lot of boxes. It's a good use of business funds, and it will enable me to, again, feel engaged enough to just grab my camera and go, and that makes me really excited. Hopefully this translates to maybe something that you're working through in your personal journey, whether it be on the business side or, you know, side hustle things you're working on, or just creatively, if there's some kind of piece of equipment or gear that you're thinking about. Throw it through this loop and see if it still checks out. See if you really need it or if you're just making excuses for yourself and you just need to do it. Again, these are my Monday motivations and they're exclusive to Patreon producers. So if you're interested, patreon.com/Hallease. We've got some new members. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. I'm excited to get to know you. Patreon producers, if you have any questions, please leave them down below so that way I can answer them in next week's Monday motivations. I hope y'all have a great week as always. If you're new here, subscribe, follow social media, all the things or whatever. And producers, I'll see you next week. Everyone else, I'll see you when I see you.